Hello guys, my name is Kyle Pancis. I want to thank you for coming to this video. If it's your first time on my channel, please hit the subscribe button, comment below, and smash that like button. If it's your second time coming to my channel, I want to thank you for your support. And today, I want to review this 2020 Volvo V60 spec. Under the hood of this Volvo V60 is the T6 powertrain, powered by a 2.0 liter 4-cylinder supercharged and turbocharged engine, producing 316 horsepower, 295 foot-pounds of torque, paired with an 8-speed transmission. When you just get on that acceleration, oh man, I'm taking these turns hard. Alright, so we are in the 2020 Volvo V60, and the reason why I wanted to take this car out, as you have known if you've watched the channel before, I've taken out a S60 before, and obviously the V60 and the S60 share the same platform. One is the Estate, which is this vehicle, and one is the Presidential, which is the S60. So the beautiful thing about this V60 is you have all of the luxuries and performance of the S60, but you have additional cargo room in the back. And that leads me to the point of the looks, the beauty, the elegance of this V60 is just outdoing Volvo once again. Volvo for the last 50-60 years has been making presidential models and estate models such as this one, and they are such good looking cars. In fact, in my humble opinion, if you're talking about the North American market, I would suggest that Volvo and Saab, both Swedish cousins, have been making the best looking wagons in the market for the last 50-60 years. And I would suggest that today, still, Volvo dominates the looks. Whether you're looking at this particular model, which is the V60, or if you're looking at the V90, which is sharing the platform with Volvo's new S90, they are such beautiful, elegant looking cars. My first impression is I don't feel like I'm in a wagon. I don't feel like there is that extra cargo space in the back. The car feels nice and tight in here, as it would for any sort of mid-sized sedan such as the S60. It feels light and nimble, just like all of Volvo's cars do today. The materials on the steering wheel, the materials again that are being used on the doors and in the center console are just nice and comfortable. There's no weird plastic feels, there's no weird creaking feels. The blinker light sounds beautiful. As I've said in previous models of the new Volvo platform, they are just perfect. Just listen to it. It sounds so pleasant and comforting and soothing. It doesn't sound annoying and obnoxious and like, ugh, I can't wait for this blinker to turn on. I also want to take a second and thank Smythe Volvo in Summit, New Jersey. Family owned and operated for many, many decades. Beautiful staff, beautiful showroom. Everybody is super friendly. Everybody's a car enthusiast there. So they don't go there to just work and sell you a car. They go there because they love cars and they love Volvo. So if you're looking in the North Jersey area, they are one of the top 3 dealerships in the US. And so if you're looking for a car, check out their website. I'll link it below. They're the ones that sponsor me on this car here. So this car offers extended room in the rear, and it's powered, like I said earlier, by Volvo's new platform, 2.0 liter T6, supercharged and turbocharged. Now, the earlier models of this engine, the supercharger was much more in your face. You can hear the supercharger whining a little bit, which is a good thing. Obviously, if you're a car guy, it's a good thing, but if you're just a regular consumer getting into this car and you hear this whining noise, you obviously want to bring it to the dealership and complain about, hey, my car's making a whining noise. So, however, they fixed that in this car. You don't really hear the turbo, or you don't really hear the whining noise. You hear a little bit of the turbo, but that's okay. It gives a little hissing noise. sounds good. So this vehicle is fully loaded. MSRP price is around $50,000 for this spec. It comes with everything: Apple CarPlay, Android Play. It's powered by an electronic steering wheel. It's got the different driving modes. You have dynamic, comfort, and of course your individual settings that you can choose how the steering feels, how the suspension feels, how the transmission rides. And I think it's all around dynamic when it's in that position, because every driver has its own opinions and feels and wants when they're driving a car. And when you're spending 50 grand, such as in this car, and you're looking for a nice luxury estate, which is what this is, it's a nice option to have. This car is also equipped with Volvo's technology with the autopilot assist, lane assist, blind spot, and of course all of the other sensors that come along with that. So when you're close proximity to another car, it will protect you from hitting anything. And of course it's got the city detection system, so if something comes right in front of you, the car will automatically hit the brakes. The transmission in these cars are, depending on the setting, you know, they could be a little slow, but at the same time, when you put it into the sport mode, it performs. It's always gonna deliver power no matter where you are on the power spectrum, and that's what I like about it. The steering is really nice, light. Of course you can adjust that, and the steering wheel is really comfortable. This car is also equipped with heated seats and a heated steering wheel, which of course you can operate via this touchscreen on the center console. Road noise, I'm on the back roads right now, is nice, it's perfect. It doesn't give too much road noise, which is great. You hear a little bit of the road, but you feel that, you hear that in any car, so no complaints there. It handles the turns really nicely. Knowing that I have that extra little space, little room, probably a little bit more weight on the back end of this car, when I hit a turn, it you don't really feel it. The suspension is really nicely balanced in this car. The way they did the suspension, you know, it handles the weight distribution very well. And like I said earlier, you don't even realize or feel like there's all that cargo space in the back, which is great. It's a nice mid-size estate, so if you have a family and you have to bring your kids to soccer practice, or you want to go to a sporting event, or let's say you want to go for an adventure for the weekend, you can pack up the back. You can even put a roof rack on this thing and you can go. So it's all around a very capable car, and super comfortable, if I might add. This particular model is not equipped with the heads-up display, but if you want all of that technology, you can go ahead and spec it out to have the heads-up display, so you can see in your shoulder width what your car speed is doing and all the other information, such as your GPS and speed of the road. I like the exhaust on all of the new Volvos. They infuse it with like a little bit more oomph on the exhaust. So if you're redlining it and shifting, like you even though you're in a luxury car, you still feel like it's got some sort of performance to it, and it does have some pep. That brings me to the fun aftermarket world. If you're a car enthusiast like myself, I will suggest, or if not already, there's going to be a lot of great aftermarket performance mods for these cars. Not that that's Volvo's focus, but guys like me like to take these things and jazz them up. And I don't know if you can hear it, but the engine, it just sounds so like it's got some good grip to it, you know. It's like, it doesn't sound like it's just your typical 4-cylinder on the hard acceleration. Obviously when you're cruising and everything's just kind of relaxing and chilling, you can hear that it's a 4-cylinder, but when you get on it, when you downshift it, you can hear that exhaust go, you can hear that turbo go. It's really nice. You can even hear a little bit of the supercharger there at the higher rev. what kind of car in the luxury world do you have if you don't have a panoramic sunroof? Like, look how beautiful that is. All the way back. And that's nice. I mean, if you're sitting in the back seat, that's a beautiful thing to have. Look how nice and open and airy. It feels very roomy in here. And this is Volvo's smaller estate. This isn't even the S90 or the V90. They're great looking cars. I mean, check out this range of product that Volvo's produced over the last 50, 60 years. We'll start right here. The brakes, guys, the brakes are they react really nicely. They complement the power that this car is producing. I feel like if you were to hit the track with it, obviously as they heat up, you know, you may lose a little performance, but that's with any car, and anybody that's driving this car is not going to be doing that anyways. So they're perfect. They're perfect.